Hello everyone. In this video I just want to talk a bit about my experience with a wound that would not heal after surgery. So I guess I'll just show the wound off here. It did heal after quite a bit of time. This was 3 pec surgeries. Now what happened originally was I tore my pec, so the muscle completely ripped off the bone. We reattached it, but it was a weird phenomena. A year after my pec surgery, the wound reopened back up and there was like a lot of pus and drainage that was coming out of it. Now, this was something that I've never seen before, and there was not a lot of answer for us online. I looked everywhere on the internet because this was something that was driving me absolutely crazy. There was a suture that came out, so there was one thing that I thought was causing the issue. So I thought there was more sutures to be removed, and we had another surgery. Now, this was a huge mistake since when the surgeon cleaned out the wound, he cut me back open, sprayed it out, and did a whole lot of work. Looked around, he said that the surgery looked fine. I was really adamant that I thought it was the suture anchor from the very first surgery. So when we had the surgery, there was an anchor drilled into my bone to hold the pec onto. And I thought that that was what caused the issues because it was the only foreign object in my body, and I do have allergies to certain things, so I thought it was just an allergic reaction because I was getting all sorts of different random allergy reactions that I reported to the doctor, but they were certain that didn't have any issue with it. So I was hooked up to antibiotic bag. I had a PICC line put in, which was, I have the scar on my bicep there. It was inserted into there, went into my heart to pump out antibiotics, and I was on a heavy dose of antibiotics for a very long time, and it did nothing. The wound was still, which was now a bigger wound because it was cut open again. It would look like I had like a zombie shoulder. I can't even show any of the pictures on here because it was extremely graphic, but just imagine zombie looking shoulder. So yeah, there was a huge wound there, bloody, pussy, and gross every single day. I had to go to the hospital every day to get nurses to clean it out, replace the bandages, and also for the antibiotic bag that I had attached to me. I had that for a few months and nothing was getting better. And I was extremely vocal that I thought it was the suture anchor that was causing the issues. And I was being dismissed quite frequently because they said that that doesn't happen and that's not how it would work, and every story under the sun. So I was trying to advocate for myself and say, hey, I think that this is causing the issues. I think it was the material that it was used with. And the doctor kept saying, no, 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 you're wrong. Turns out that was exactly it. We had the third surgery, which really messed my body up. That was a lot. After all the antibiotics that I was taking some antibiotics that I got floxed by. Now I do have some videos talking about getting floxed by antibiotics, but that's a whole other story because that was something I'm still suffering from today. But after surgery number 3, the surgeon went in, cut it open, and took out the suture anchor. He said it came out because there was a lot of just gross, funky stuff there. So confirmed my suspicions that that was causing the issues. He put some antibiotic beads in there and then sealed me back up. And now we're healed back together. So really weird situation, but the wound was not healing since there was a foreign object in there. Now this can happen a year after surgery, and I was doing some research, and even some people that had Achilles surgeries with anchors in their ankle 32 years later caused some issues to arise similar to mine. So if you're currently going through some type of surgery and the wound will not close, this could very well be something that might be worth looking into because, yeah, I went through a lot of unnecessary procedures. I did not need to get a PICC line. I did not need to be on antibiotics for 5 months. I did not need to be on ciprofloxacin antibiotic. I did not need a lot of the things that I went through. And I was not able to work during this time because I was in the hospital every single day getting pumped full of antibiotics and getting my wound cleaned out and all that kind of stuff. So it was very financially difficult for myself to go through all of this, but I just want to create this video just to give a little bit of guidance if maybe you have a wound that's just not healing and you're not sure what to do. If you had a surgery and they put any devices in your body, it could be causing those issues. So that's definitely worth looking into because I was clueless. I went through this for like 6-7 months of just pure pain and agony because the doctor didn't think that I was right. But advocate for yourself if you think that something is wrong and you think that you know what's going on. Maybe have a conversation with the doctor. It didn't work out too well for me. It took months on months to actually get the resolution that I thought was needed all along. But yeah, that is my story with a wound that would not heal after surgery. So yeah, this is not medical advice. Talk to your doctor. Obviously, I just want to share my experience with this because it was extremely brutal and caused me a lot of pain, agony, and just overall disruption to my life. So yeah, that's my experience with the wound that will not close. I hope this video might be a bit useful. And yeah, if you think you have any issues, go speak with a doctor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.